What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my co-hosts, Josh and John Luke. How's it going, guys?
I'm always here.
Well.
Always here.
Look at that.
We are all
We'll
always
never leave.
here. Every single one of us is always here 100% of the time. We've never missed. As always, fact check us, Scott Fish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, come at us.
Guys, today we are joined by a special guest here to play Fantasy Fortune with us. He's on Twitter at PopesFFH. He's a writer for Yards Per Fantasy, the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, and a co-host with the FF Playmakers and Dynasty Dorks. Jeremy, thank you so much for joining us today, my man.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be on with you guys. I'm just ready to answer some fortune questions, or not. I could lose. I might have 0 points. I don't really know.
It's not so bad. If it does happen, I'll let you know. It's not so bad.
I was going to say,
has anybody else
well? Yes.
You guys keep track? Like, is there a ranking?
We don't. I wish we would.
If we did,
I'm glad you don't.
I would be number one. Just make.
Have you won this game yet, JL?
No.
Yeah, one of these days he will. JL has came very close.
Twice.
Multiple times he's come close, but no cigar. So, Jeremy, you're trying to keep JL from getting his first win today. That's the goal over here.
Or help him get his first win.
I guess it depends what side you're on.
You'll get a friend for life. Let me tell you.
Don't let him do it, Jeremy. It's not worth it. He doesn't
we got Jay Wall in here. Said, what do Darren Waller and Josh have in common? They're both on the thumbnail of this stream. And Scott Fish said, all I can tell by this is that Josh and Darren Waller are roughly the same size.
Yep. Yeah. This is proportional.
Yep. Facts. Check
you
out.
had no idea Josh was bigger than you thought and or Darren Waller was smaller than you thought.
So much smaller than
it is true. Jason, that's factually correct. And we got Kevin here saying bird up. What's up, Kev? Glad to have you in here.
Yeah.
And Scott said, Josh, you were hired. No idea what you applied for, but you're hired.
You got the job, buddy.
Show up Monday, Josh.
Intern Josh.
I'll be there. Oh no. I'm getting paid. I don't get out of bed for less than $100,000 a year.
Oh my.
Yeah. Not even getting out of bed.
Josh is like, I've been in bed for a while.
Yeah. Never got
Craig's
that.
in here says, seriously, everyone, have notifications on. That's a great reminder from Craig. Not only notifications, but at the very least, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for our channel. It's the best way to make sure you're never missing any of our videos. But if you have notifications on as well, you can make sure even a 4K morning pumpkin patch trip won't stop you from watching our show.
What does that mean? Is that 4K quality?
That's what I was
$4,000?
Or like 4 kilometers.
4 kilometers.
Is it a run? Were they doing a run through a pumpkin
4,000 miles? What is the 4K?
I'm going to go with the running. I think it's a run through a pumpkin patch.
I agree.
Yeah.
Wait, so you run through the pumpkin patch? You're like sprinting through?
Maybe
I imagine you wouldn't sprint for a 4K unless you're like.
It's fall, JL. Like, if you can get pumpkins involved in any way with anything.
It doesn't matter if they go together. You just put a bunch of pumpkins around.
As soon as October hits, everything's pumpkins.
Everything's pumpkin.
Yep.
I wear pumpkin deodorant exclusively in October.
In October, of course.
It's homemade. It's just pumpkin guts. You just smear it in there. But it's pretty good. You got to get fresh every day. Otherwise, it gets nasty, though. Kev saying nice fit, Josh, and Scott saying I won this game. I thought he said love this game. He won this game.
Oh.
And Valerie saying love that suit, Josh.
That suit is fantastic, Josh.
Thanks, Valerie.
And Scott also said good to know Josh must be currently sitting on his bed.
Yep. Sleeps right there, sitting up straight in his suit.
So
this chair leads back.
It was none of what we said. Absolutely nothing. It was pre-K. His child is 4, and in pre-kindergarten, 4K.
They call it 4K. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it adds up.
Would have never guessed that.
Scott, pro tip for everyone. If you're not subscribed and don't have notifications on, YouTube has a button that will do both at the same time. It looks like a hand with a thumb pointing downward, like saying you are down with this show, I think.
That's it.
So if you're down with this show...
Hit that weird looking deformed hand with the thumb down.
We are down with this show. There we go. Guys.
Down with the show changes so much on how you pronunciate it. Like, down with the show.
Down with the show.
Josh, before we get into the actual game, do you have any news and notes for us today?
I do have some news. There was some news this morning, guys, or throughout the day. So let's just get in there, right? So guys, James White's injury not looking good. Looks like he's going to be out the entire season. We kind of expected this. It didn't look good. That hip injury looks like it's going to keep him out for a lengthy period of time.
You picking up JJ Taylor?
I picked him up in one dynasty league I'm in. It was a deep dynasty league. I have a lot of roster spots, but other than that, in a normal redraft league, I'm not interested. Anyone else? No, JJ.
No.
Dynasty.
I'm gonna tell you this: Damian Harris,
Dynasty,
I think, is gonna get more targets than he was getting, which was nothing.
Yeah.
But so he'll get more.
As long as he can pass block, we'll be good.
He'll get a couple. He'll get a couple, one or two there. Antonio Brown was activated from the COVID list. Good news. You start Antonio Brown if you want. He's a great flex play. Simon would probably say wide receiver too. Maybe
possibly. On the season.
Yeah.
Gerald Everett was placed on the COVID list. A little bit opposite of Antonio Brown here. So probably aren't going to be able to start Gerald Everett this week. We'll keep an eye on that. There's a couple some big names that did not practice on Thursday. Antonio Gibson, Rob Gronkowski, Lamar Jackson, Tony Pollard, Marcus Valdez-Scantling, Sterling Shepard, and Darius Slayton. And Tony Gibson, it looks like it was due to personal reasons, so I wouldn't be too concerned yet. Lamar Jackson, I wouldn't be too concerned as well. This could be an off day, and so, same thing for Tony Pollard. So we'll see how that all plays out. The other guys I am concerned about. Gronk, we'll see.
Pat in here saying Gronk homecoming and AB off COVID. Gonna torch Billy B. I think they're gonna have a good game. Yeah, they're gonna have.
It's probably more of a rest.
Triple revenge game.
I'm so curious how you feel about this, Pat. Pat is a Patriots fan, but he also loves Tom Brady. So I imagine he's very conflicted.
So he's rooting for Tom Brady.
So maybe.
And then last but not least, Josh Jacobs and Will Fuller did return to practice. Good news for these guys. Let's go.
Thank God. I have so many teams that are dependent on Josh Jacobs where I just waited on running back to like the 7th round, had him fall, and I'm just sitting there like needing him to come back. I'm excited for him to get back in there. Oh, Thad said 100% chance Josh is rolling without pants right now.
Yep, you would be incorrect.
Oh,
I even got a belt. Sorry, Thad.
Who made you put pants on?
I won't show my feet, but I am not wearing socks. That's like the one thing I'm missing right now.
Yeah, we'll get kicked off. We'll get kicked off Twitch. They sent us a strongly worded letter and $1,000 for Josh showing his feet last time.
Antonio Gibson was a shin injury. I'm sorry. I meant Tony Pollard had the personal, or it was a personal issue why he missed practice. Antonio Gibson has a shin injury. Still expect him to play, actually, though.
And Dalvin practiced second day in a row.
Yeah, that's great.
He did. I had a couple shares of him. That'd be nice.
Coming in 99-98 Patriots win. Jay wants to know, does Gronk get to do a celebratory Gronkcopter after every touchdown? Absolutely.
He does it all the time, regardless if there's something to celebrate or not.
Does he get to? Yeah, like that's not even. Yeah, he's going to.
He's going to.
There's an alternate broadcast that'll just be zoomed in on Gronk, so make sure you're watching that one to capture the Gronk. The Gronkcopter. And Scott said, Josh, stop standing on your bed.
Yeah.
Now.
I can only assume that you have shoes on because you haven't showed us your feet.
I said I would show it if I wasn't going to get kicked off tweet. So, I think tweet.
We got to save it for the Roto feed.
Twitch. The T and the W, it gets me.
There's so much wrong with what you said.
Tweet?
I don't know where to start.
Okay. So we are playing Fantasy Fortune today, guys.
Welcome in, Anthony.
Damn.
Yeah, guys, it is time to get into Fantasy Fortune. Josh, I'll pass it off to you to explain the rules and get us going.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I know most of you guys, you know about Wheel Fortune. We're not playing Wheel Fortune. We're playing Fantasy Fortune today. Kind of like Wheel Fortune. Got rid of the wheel. Instead of spinning a wheel, we are asking simple football-related questions that I prepared. You will be expected to answer the question quickly. It's going to be a simple one, 50-50, true or false, this guy or this guy. If you get the question right, you get to guess a letter for the puzzle. You will be rewarded $500 for each consonant you get right, and vowels will cost you $100. If you guess anything wrong, we move on to the next contestant. If it's your turn and you think you can solve the puzzle, go ahead and solve it and say exactly what's up there. And today we are implementing a new rule, guys. Bear with us on this one. If in a row you answer three of the questions correctly, so I'll be asking you questions like I just said. If you answer 3 in a row and guess the letter for the puzzle, you will automatically bank the money that you have earned so far that round. You'll be able to guess what the puzzle is at that time. If you can't solve the puzzle, we move on to the next person. But again, you are banking that money, so it is an advantage to answer 3 in a row and get the letter correctly. You'll figure it out as we go along. Whoever collects the most money over the course of the game will be our Fantasy Fortune champion today. Good luck, Jeremy.
Good luck. I don't like the way you said that.
Is there like a phone a friend? Can we merge this where I can phone a friend?
If only we were playing Wheel of Fortune. I mean,
I'm opening it up now.
If only. Yeah, I've played around with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire option, but it's a little tricky.
That's a joke. You have to pay to see Josh's feet. Oh, I thought we do in your Bitcoin.
Yeah. Well,
of course.
Yeah. No one's had a fax machine yet. I want to fax it
one
to
day.
them,
One day they'll get it.
Have your fax machine ready.
And I should be grandfathered in, Josh. I shouldn't have to pay to see your feet since I've been your friend from the beginning. But we'll check with the lawyers. I don't know.
You know you can always see them. Never mind. I digress. Hey, we're here live streaming every weekday. I feel like I got to keep changing the subject. We're here live streaming every weekday, Monday through Friday at 3 o'clock. We love playing games. Hit that like button. Subscribe to us. Hey, tomorrow, Friday, we're going to be doing on the FanDuel channels. FanDuel, you've heard of them, the multi-billion-dollar company. Yeah, they're pretty big. We will be on there every Friday playing games just like this, starting at 6 o'clock Eastern time. And then on Sunday, we hop on those FanDuel channels again. 7 o'clock. That's what time? 7 o'clock Eastern time.
7
and
o'clock.
We are breaking down the Sunday games. We do our Sunday recap. And then if you're still not tired of us, so many shows. Right after today's show, we're doing office hours, answering all your start-sit questions. Any questions you have, fantasy related, we'll be on there around 4:15 right after the show, 4:15 Eastern time. Let's go.
We're here all the time. We're not lying. We never leave.
We can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. All right, let me go ahead and share this PowerPoint we have.
Let's do it. Also, Anthony in here saying, Simon, I hope you're doing well. I appreciate it, Anthony. I'm sad I missed you yesterday. Was looking forward to you coming on. And then he said, Jeremy, you too. Excited about you coming on, Jeremy.
Thank
you. Jeremy. I'm rooting for you on this one, Jeremy. That's why I said good luck, Jeremy. All right. It wasn't because I feel like you needed the luck. I'm just, I don't want you
I feel like I needed it.
All right. Well, fair enough.
Like
I'll take it.
I'll take it. I'm taking it all and absorbing
it. Yeah, whatever, Anthony. Next time you come on, you're going down. I'm not going easy on you next time. All right. He won pole perception yesterday.
He won. He beat you handily.
It came down to the last question. I was winning going into the last question, so I don't know about handily. All right.
Is it handily or handedly? I don't know.
Handily. I'm not sure actually.
It's Handley. Handily.
Cool.
That spelling did not help me. I got lost so quick.
And it's wrong.
All right, guys. So let's dive right in, shall we? Simon,
right,
let's do it up first. We determine the order pre-show. Yeah, get out of that chat because you gotta get out of the chat because we're just unfortunately not as smart as the people in the chat, and they're gonna get it before you guys. So
except for Anthony,
that's just how it works.
We're smarter than
except for Anthony. All right, I am loading up this first puzzle we got for you guys today, and it's a surprising week 3 performance. This is a player that had a surprising week 3 performance. It could be negative, could be positive. I'm not telling you guys. Let's get in there. Simon, you ready?
I need a question.
Oh, you need a question? Do you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Simon. Well, in week 3, who had more rushing yards in week 3? Who had more rushing yards in week 3? Was it Joe Mixon or was it Jonathan Taylor?
Mixon.
Mixon is the correct answer. He had 90 rushing yards, while Jonathan Taylor had 64. Good job, Simon. What letter would you like?
I think I got it.
R.
He's going with an R. There's one R, Simon. Like I said, going in, each consonant will give you $500. You got $500, Simon. Would you like to buy a vowel or would you like to move on to the next question?
1, 2, 3.
I'd like another question.
All right, Simon. He would like another question. And this is a true or false question for you, Simon. This is a true or false question. True or false? In a PPR league in week 3, Keenan Allen was a top 20 wide receiver in week 3.
False.
That's a true. That is a true. He was the 14th overall wide receiver in week 3. I'm sorry, Simon. We are moving on to JL. How you doing, JL? You feeling good today?
Doing good. I'm feeling good. I think I could solve, right?
Yeah, go ahead and solve. That will give you
$1,000.
I'm
going to take a shot here.
Sometimes JL, sometimes this happens. So
Emmanuel Sanders.
You are absolutely correct,
yes.
JL. I am pleased with how well you're doing so far.
Thank you. After one,
JL's my pre-pick to win. Are we betting on that?
That is a mistake. That is a trap.
If Jordan was in here, he would give us the odds because he likes putting odds on some people. But so far, it looks good for JL. He earned $1,000 into his bank. He is winning the game right now. Jeremy didn't even get a chance.
That's all right. As long as JL wins.
Jeremy, J-Wall got it as well. And then Anthony's saying when the puzzle comes on the board, Josh should make sound effects. Do.
It does make those noises in my ear. Just like
yeah, long first name made it a little easier.
Yeah, it is a long first name. And I wanted to come to you, JL. You solved this. Emmanuel Sanders, he had like we just said, it was a surprising week 3 performance. He exploded. He had a couple touchdowns. He looked really good. Do you think this is a sign of things to come? Do you think Emmanuel Sanders will be a consistent fantasy option going forward?
Yeah, I think he will. They're using him as a deep threat option. That offense is very high powered, and he's commanding a decent percentage of their target share. So I like Emmanuel Sanders moving forward, especially as like a flex play. I think he's a perfect sort of guy that you could just slot in when you need.
Jeremy, do you agree with JL here? Do you think he's going to be a consistent option going forward?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm a Bills fan. I watch Bills games every Sunday, and he's been getting peppered. The problem was even in that Miami game, he saw about the same amount of target share, also multiple deep balls. They just couldn't connect.
Yeah.
And then we finally saw it in the Washington game. So I feel like that's his ceiling. Like, I think that's going to be like his big game. I don't think he'll ever do much more than that. But 100 yards and 2 touchdowns is pretty impressive. So, but I think he's going to be kind of like JL said, like a deep threat. He might have more of like a boomer bust kind of factor. Like he's probably going to float around 9 points unless he scores a touchdown or 2, but he's a good flex play. So yeah, I agree. He's kind of their impromptu third guy who we thought Gabe Davis was going to be is kind of Emmanuel Sanders this year. I feel like. Yeah.
I think his average depth of target is one of the highest in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Why don't I just yards per target, yards per reception, he's up there. All right. So Simon, do you think this hurts Stephon Diggs, Emmanuel Sanders, kind of growing into this role?
No. There's plenty in that offense for both a secondary receiver and Stephon Diggs. Maybe it hurts the people that were super excited about some of the other receiving options on that team, but I don't think this affects Stephon Diggs negatively.
I think I'm with you. I mean, maybe it limits him a little bit, but he's going to be a great option going forward. I'm not very concerned about Stephon Diggs. And Jeremy, you're a Bills fan. Do you agree? You still think Stephon Diggs is a wide receiver 1?
They still can't run the ball.
Yeah,
it's fake right now. They can't. Yeah. I mean, Beasley saw 13 targets. Sanders saw 6, and I think Diggs was in double digits too last week. So they're just going to drop back and throw the ball a bajillion times. So.
I agree with you completely, Jeremy. Thank you for that Bills insight there. And you know what?
And I mean, they were up by like 30 points.
Yeah.
And they were still throwing the ball. So I'm not too worried about any of them.
Jeremy, I feel kind of bad. You didn't even get a chance that first round, but we're starting out with you first in the second round. Let's get in there, right? You ready?
Oh, and make sure we're out of the chat.
Yeah, get out of there, guys. Get out of the chat. Get out of the chat. Because like we just saw, the chat's smart. The chat's pretty smart. All right, loading up the second puzzle. We have a week 3 highlight. This is something that happened in week 3. Maybe something a team did, maybe something a player did. It's a highlight of week 3, something. All right. So, Jeremy, we're starting with you. Unless you can solve, we're going to go ahead and ask you a question. You ready?
Yeah, I don't have jail skills. I can't solve this.
I can't solve this either. That was one name. This could be anything.
Not many people have the skills like JL. All right. But hey,
uncomfortable with all this complimenting. It's not normal.
So Jeremy, I want to ask you, in a PPR league, in week 3 in a PPR
I got
league.
it.
No way.
What?
All right.
I'm pretty confident I got it.
Jeez.
Hey, sometimes sometimes this happens, and maybe he's got
I
it.
could also be completely wrong. I've done that many
Sometimes
times
he's wrong.
too.
So, Jeremy, in week 3 in a PPR league, was Cole Beasley a top 20 wide receiver?
Yes.
He was. Cole Beasley was the 10th overall receiver this week in week 3 in a PPR league. Great job, Jeremy. What letter would you like?
R.
He's going with an R. There are 2 R's.
Yep.
How's that make you feel, Simon? Simon's like, yep,
Yeah.
I know it.
Yep,
Yep.
I got it.
All right. Well,
there's no pressure now. I got all the questions right.
So Jeremy, you do have $1,000 in your bank now. Well, not in your bank. You have $1,000 earned so far this round. We can move on to the next question, or you can buy a Val actually as well.
I'll take the next question.
All right, we are moving on to the next question. And my question for you, Jeremy, through 3 weeks of the season, so the entire season, which wide receiver has more fantasy points in a PPR league? Which wide receiver has more fantasy points in a PPR league through the first 3 weeks? Is it CeeDee Lamb or is it Brandon Cooks?
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks is absolutely the correct answer. Brandon Cooks is the 6th overall wide receiver, while CeeDee Lamb's the 16th. Great job, Jeremy. What letter would you like?
T.
He's going with a T. There are 2 T's, which will add another $1,000 to your bank. You can buy a Val, Jeremy. You can solve if you think you could get it, or we can move on to the next question. If I want to remind you guys of the new rule, if you get 3 in a row and get the correct letter, you will bank all the money you've earned so far, and we move on to the next person if you can't solve the puzzle. So, Jeremy, would you like to buy a Val or move on to the next question?
I'll buy a vowel. Oh.
All right, well, Val. Oh, he's buying O. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 O's. You will lose 500. Oh, no, I did not mean to bank that. We will get that out of there.
Oh,
that was
the
first time I did
it's
something
in there.
like that.
It's in there. No, takes back.
I mean, if it's in there, then it's set in stone. Jeremy, you have $1,500. I'm assuming you can't solve. Would you like to move on to the next
Simon.
question?
I'm gonna take the next question. I really don't know what this is.
No, that's fair enough. No one's as good as Simon, right? Just like JL, no one's as good as JL. In week 3 alone, not the entire season, just week 3. Who had more receiving yards? Who had more receiving yards in week 3? Was it Cooper Kupp or was it Odell Beckham? Hey, did I trick him?
I think you did. Shoot.
Ah.
I want to say it was Odell Beckham, but I could be wrong.
Are you locking? Is that what you're saying?
I'm locking it. It's Odell Beckham, but
I am
think I might be
sorry.
wrong.
It's Cooper Kupp who had 96 receiving yards.
I wanted to say it.
Odell
It just feels
Beckham's
too easy.
77. I know. Sometimes I got to do that to you. Unfortunately, Jeremy, we are moving on to Simon. And Simon, do you want to solve?
Josh Allen throws 4 touchdowns.
Josh Allen did throw 4 touchdowns, and that's the answer to the puzzle. Great job, Simon. So there have been 2 people that have earned money so far this game, and they haven't even answered a question yet.
Of all people, I should have known that.
Josh Allen throws 4 touchdowns, and maybe a little bit of game theory. Kind of, they just understand. Maybe I have to get a little more creative, right? Maybe I have to get a little more creative. Maybe we got some creative ones coming up. Who knows?
Jay got it like 4 minutes ago.
The name at the beginning, the 4-letter, 5-letter name, really helped figure out that it was Josh Allen, and then you just had to think about their game this weekend.
Josh Allen looked really good, didn't he, Jeremy?
He
looked really good this week. We were waiting for this, weren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Is this a sign of things to come?
I think so. I think you could argue this is a point of like, oh, you should play people in the preseason. Sort of.
Oh, because you say he didn't play in the preseason and he could have used that, get that rust off.
They looked a little
rusty. Understand that.
Especially with how bad, unless anybody's a Steelers fan, I apologize, but with how bad the Steelers look,
no,
you're on a show with Ravens and Browns fans. So
okay,
you are totally good.
We're good then. Yeah, those Steelers, God.
Yeah, screw the Steelers. No, they're not looking so hot right now. But yeah, I think this is great for Josh Allen. I'm a little concerned with the rushing he's had, but it will come together. He's going to get some rushing touchdowns going forward. I want to move on to the next puzzle. Simon, you did a great job solving that one, but we got more good puzzles to come. Let's move on to the third. Oh, it's National Podcast Day. Are we awesome?
National Podcast Day. Wash hands.
Are there comments that I'm missing here?
Wait, is the prayer hands is the actual name for the prayer hands emoji wash hands? Is that what it is? And that's
is that what it is?
Like that? I bet that's what's going on right there.
No way. That's
I'm
crazy.
not sure though.
Scott Fish says, I'm against preseason. I think they should eliminate it, but then have 1 to 4 weeks of regular season not count, to kick the rust off. I like that. That's innovative. That's the kind of innovative thinking we need.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah,
eliminate the preseason, add 4 weeks of the regular season, but those 4 weeks don't count.
Yeah.
Or add 4 weeks, but you can pick what 2 weeks count.
Oh,
so they would count for fantasy then. Am I mistaken? Or they wouldn't count for fantasy either?
Fantasy doesn't exist in this scenario.
No. Only daily.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, we're getting into this third puzzle. JL, Simon just solved that puzzle. He solved it quick. You guys aren't getting this one as quick, I don't think. Maybe you will. Who knows?
Never underestimate me, Josh.
Okay, I'm leaving the chat.
Leave the chat. This is 3 players on the same team. I did one of these in the past. These are 3 last names, okay? And they're all on the same team. We got 3 last names. It's kind of like our crossword puzzle. So the last names have the same letters. So this is fun, right, guys? JL, we're coming to you.
We're having fun.
We're having fun here. JL, coming to you. Are you ready for your question?
Yes, sir.
All right. So far throughout the 2021 season, through 3 weeks, which quarterback has more passing yards? Daniel Jones or Teddy Bridgewater? Bridgewater is absolutely the correct answer. Bridgewater with 827 passing yards. He ranks 11th out of all quarterbacks currently. Great job, JL. What letter would you like?
I'll take a T.
He's taking a T, boys. There's no T. There's no T, JL. I'm sorry.
Self-bonked.
Jeremy, how you feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling. I don't know.
You're feeling.
I'm feeling something.
So you can't solve it, but hey, we got questions ready for you. Don't worry. Don't you worry, Jeremy. You ready for your question?
I'm ready.
Through the first 3 weeks of the season, throughout the entire season, who has more passing yards? Much like JL's question, we're going to stay in that realm. Who has more passing yards? Is it Tom Brady or Matthew Stafford?
Jeez.
Yeah, I know. I'm not taking it easy on you, Jeremy. Not taking it easy on you.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady is the correct answer. I gave you the number 2 and number 5 passing yards leaders. Tom Brady's number 2. Matthew Stafford's number 5. Tom Brady has 1,087 passing yards so far this season. He's having a good year. Jeremy, what letter would you like?
You said their last names, right?
Yep, there's 4 last names.
4.
3. Sorry.
I was like, what the hell is the 4th?
I can't talk sometimes, guys. You gotta know this about me, all right?
R.
You're going with an R. There are 2 R's. There are 2 R's right there in the middle of this guy's last name, huh?
Okay, with what I thought it was, but that's okay.
So, Jeremy, you have $1,000 so far collected this round. You can buy Val, or we can move on to another question, or you can solve.
I'll take another question.
He wants another question, and this question, in a PPR league in week 3, who scored more fantasy points? Was it Austin Eckler or was it Zach Moss? This is a tough one.
I think it was Zach Moss.
And I'm sorry, it was Austin Eckler. I gave you a tough one. Zach Moss had a great game with his touchdown it was a receiving touchdown, which is great. Austin Eckler did have 22.7 fantasy points, however. I'm sorry, Jeremy. We are moving on to Simon. Simon.
It's okay.
Simon.
I need a question.
Simon. You need a question? All right, Simon. Over the course of the season so far, we're going to go to wide receivers in a PPR scoring. Who has more fantasy points over the course of the season as a wide receiver? Is it Tyler Lockett or is it Brandon Cooks?
Brandon Cooks.
I'm sorry, it's Tyler Lockett. I Josh mathed the heck out of you on that one, but I gave Jeremy a couple tough ones. Look, it was too close. Tyler Lockett 64.9, while Brandon Cooks had 61.7 over the course of the season. I feel bad about it, but guess what? We all love each other here, and I'm gonna screw JL over on this next question.
Thanks,
right?
Can't wait for that.
We know how it goes. We know how it goes, right? JL, you ready for your question, or are you feeling tricky here?
No, I need a question.
All right. Over the course of the season so far, through 3 weeks in a PPR league, who has more fantasy points? Who has more fantasy points? Is it Alvin Kamara or is it Cordero Patterson?
Cordero
is the correct answer with 48.8 fantasy points to Alvin Kamara's 45.9. Great job, JL. What letter would you like?
I'll take an S.
He's taking an S. There's one S, which will put $500 into your bank for this round. JL, did that help you at all? Would you like to buy a letter?
I would like to buy a vowel. I'd like to buy an E.
He's buying an E. And JL, I'm sorry. There's no E here. There's no E. That sucks. But hey, Jeremy, good news for you, right?
Maybe.
Jeremy, unless you can solve, we are going to move on to a question.
I'll take the question.
All right. In week 3, true or false? True or false? In week 3, James Conner was a top 10 running back.
False.
Oh, yes. Great job, Jeremy. I thought I was going to get you there. I didn't mean to try to get you, but hey, James Conner, he did have 2 touchdowns. He had 2 touchdowns. He had 2 touchdowns. And he was not a top 10 running back because it's a PPR league and he doesn't get catches. Jeremy, what letter would you like?
D.
He's going with a D. Jeremy, I'm sorry. There's no D.
Really?
There's no D. These players' last names, they don't like D's apparently. Simon, I just heard an O from you.
I think for one of the names, but I'm having trouble with the rest of it. So I need a question, I think.
3 last names. He needs a question.
Wait. God, I got 2 of the names now. I need a question.
You need a question.
Come on.
I need a question.
This guy needs a question. All right. Who had more receptions in week 3? Who had more receptions in week 3? Was it Jalen Waddle or was it Mike Williams?
Waddle.
It was Waddle with 12 receptions. Mike Williams 7. That was, hey, look, now you should be able to figure it out. What letter was it?
G.
He's going a G. No.
Oh, okay.
No G.
Well, there goes
You're a little off there. Yeah, you're a little off there. But JL, we're coming to you. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, but I need a question.
Feeling good on a Tuesday. Through 3 weeks. In week 3, who had more receptions? Much like Simon's question. Who had more receptions? Was it Justin Jefferson or was it Christian Kirk?
Jefferson.
Jefferson's the correct answer. What letter would you like?
I will take a. You know what? I'll take a K.
He's gonna take a K.
Okay.
There are 2 Ks.
Okay. I'd like to solve.
Okay. You can solve. Go ahead.
Hopkins, Murray, Kirk.
Murray, Kirk. Yeah, that's correct. Yay!
Nice
they all play on the Cardinals. I just asked you a Christian Kirk question. Didn't really mean to do it. That wasn't planned, but it happened. That seems to happen all the time. Hey, these guys all look really good. Hopkins, he looks really good. Murray looks fantastic. Like he could be the number 1 quarterback in fantasy this year. Kirk, we got some questions around Kirk, guys. Rondale Moore or Kirk? If I had to put you on the spot, Simon, are you taking Kirk or Rondale Moore the rest of the season? I'm putting you on the spot.
Rest of season redraft?
Yes. You have to
this
is
a tough.
They're
very close. Team. So if my wide receivers are like the Mike Evans type, where I'm going to get the blow up games or not, then I'm going to go Kirk for a little bit more stability in my eyes. If I have a set of stable wide receivers, but maybe lower upside, I'll throw Rondale Moore in there rest of season to try to blow up my roster every once in a while. But they're very close for me. They just play slightly different roles on that team. Now, Dynasty, it's Rondale Moore, hands down, no questions asked. I'm so excited for the future of that kid.
I am right there with you. Definitely in Dynasty, it's got to be Rondale Moore. Kirk and Rondale Moore right now are super close in my mind. That's why I'm asking you guys. I'm trying to ask for help. JL, do you agree? Kirk or Rondale Moore for the rest?
I would say Kirk in redraft. I do agree in the Dynasty point, but just in redraft, I mean, it's too hard. We don't know if this is a trend, right? If this is going to be some, after week 1, we were like, oh, it's definitely Kirk as wide receiver 2. And then week 2, we're like, oh, it's more, things are shifting. We're just looking at a super small sample. So I would go Kirk.
How about you, Jeremy? Kirk or Rondale Moore? I'm putting you on the spot. I'm sorry, I'm putting you on the spot here. Because I need help.
I think I like Kirk this year. I think it just seems like he isn't like a full blown 2, but like he's seeing a decent target share every single week. And I think he likes playing in the slot a lot better than where he was before. So I think it's Kirk. I think it's just tough because, like we had said, you saw AJ Green blow up this week too. So there's 4 very decent wide receivers in Arizona, and it's kind of like it's D-Hop most of the time, and then kind of just the leftovers to the rest. So it's a little hard to guess, but
yeah. And there's going to be games where Edmonds is even more involved in the receiving game than he has been. Like those games are coming.
He hasn't even seen a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like those games are coming. That skill set didn't go away. They didn't forget how to use him like that. We're going to see disappearing acts from these other receivers because it's going to be an Edmonds game. So it just might be hard to pick who that number 2 guy is there. So Albert in here saying, I thought it was Higgins Burrow. That is also what I thought, Albert, but I was trying to figure out
who. With the G.
I was like, who on the Bengals starts with a G though? Is there a Gary? Scott down here saying if they sign Gore, then we've got Gore over there as well.
Marty also coming in earlier and saying, I just got home from work. Josh, why are you suited up? Because I wanted to look good, Marty.
Because he's at work.
To look good. Yeah, no, I'm at work right now. Yeah, I'm trying to, No, I'm doing my best Pat Sajak impression. But it looks like Scott Fish solved it first before anyone here. Am I wrong?
Early on?
Yeah, pretty early on, guys. Definitely before anyone else.
Well done, Scott.
Yeah. Great job. JL, you're in the lead right now. How's it? Are you gonna blow it?
I am absolutely going to blow it. It's inevitable.
Well, JL just got that puzzle. He solved that puzzle correctly. So, Jeremy, we're coming to you first. You ready for the next one here?
Yeah. Maybe I'll get some money in here. That was close.
Yeah, you were right there to bank that money.
Close.
So what's the new rule?
Yeah, I should have taken the third question.
3 questions right,
I got it wrong.
And you bank it.
Right.
Well, 3 questions and the letter.
Yeah,
you get
the letter also has to be.
Well, I guess you wouldn't ever choose not to bank it. Okay.
No, we move on to the next person.
Gotcha.
So you get to guess your final letter, then take a shot at solving it, and then move on to the next person.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, so this puzzle, Jeremy, there's 2 players here. They have the same first name. It's the 4 letters at the top there is their first name, then there's a last name, and then there's an N sign, an ampersand, and then another last name. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. I didn't like your I don't know if it sounded too confident, but I believe you. I believe you.
Oh, I got it.
All right, Jeremy. So we are moving on. Are you ready for your first question?
I got something.
He thinks, yeah. All right,
I'm going to take a question because
All right, do you think you might have an idea of what it could be?
I have an idea, but I don't know the second name, so I'm the second last name, I think. So I'll take a question.
Fair enough. All right. Through 3 weeks of the season, throughout the season so far, who has more receptions? Who has more receptions through the first 3 weeks of the season? Is it Jacoby Myers or is it Tyler Boyd?
Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers is absolutely the correct answer with 19 receptions. Great job, Jeremy. What letter would you like?
L.
He's going with an L. And I'm sorry, Jeremy. There's no L. There's
So
no L here.
Okay. Well, I thought it was Tony, Pollard, and Jones, but there was no L in there.
That would not have been bad. Pollard. Yeah, would have fit. It would have fit. But Simon, you're incorrect.
Wait,
Simon.
Same first name.
That
makes sense. God, that's so tricky.
You helped him so much. Yeah, that's
also, Joe, you can also tell based on where the ampersand is. Like if it was same last name, the ampersand would have been on the first line.
Okay. Wait, what? Same last name. Why would it? Oh, okay. I see.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The ampersand would have been between the first names instead of between the last names.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I thought it was something I thought Williams was the first one, and that's not it. So,
gotcha.
Thought it was Mike.
Hey, Simon, you're up.
Yeah. Yep.
You ready
I
for
need
your
a question. Yep.
All right, much like the last one, through the first 3 weeks of the season, who has more receptions? Who has more receptions out of these two options? Is it Chase Claypool or Terry McLaurin?
This is through the first 3 weeks?
Yes, sir.
I'll go McLaurin.
McLaurin is the correct answer.
Thank God.
He has 19 receptions to Chase Claypool's 15. So, Simon, what letter would you like?
R.
He's going with an R.
Wow.
There's no R. There's no R. No nothing. No R. No L. You're not getting any help here. JL, coming to you. What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up?
Sweet.
What's up? What's up? Sweet. JL, you can't solve it, I'm assuming?
No.
All right, perfect. We are going very similar like the last two questions through the first 3 weeks of the season. Who has more receptions? Is it Deebo Samuel or is it Brandon Cooks?
Cooks.
Cooks is the correct answer with 23 receptions to Deebo Samuel's 20. Good job, JL. What letter would you like?
Thank you. I'll take an S.
He's taking an S. There are two S's. There are two S's, JL. JL, you're on fire right now. All right. You have $1,000 this round so far. You can buy Val, or we can move on.
I need another question.
He needs another question. So, again, through the first 3 weeks of the season, 3 weeks, total season, who has more touchdowns? Who has more touchdowns through the first 3 weeks of the season? Is it DeAndre Hopkins or is it Tim Patrick?
Hopkins.
Hopkins is correct with 3 touchdowns. JL, what letter would you like?
Oh, I'll take a shot here. I'll take an H.
He's taking an H.
Nope.
Was that your third question, Joe?
No,
that was 2.
I was about to say.
Jeremy, my friend.
I know what it is.
You know what it is?
I know what it is. I think I do.
You can go ahead and solve, or we can still ask questions. It's your call. You're going to get $1,000.
What's the benefit to get? I don't totally know the rules. I'm not.
You get $1,000 in your bank if you solved it right now.
It's Mike Gesicki and Evans.
Nice.
Well
I had the Evans and or Davis. Whenever you said Mike, I started thinking I think it might be Mike.
I had Mike Williams at first.
Yeah,
I saw the S's.
I did the same thing. Son.
This is one of the first times that someone has solved it before the chat solved it.
Ooh,
one of the first. So, Jeremy,
well done,
that's an
Jeremy.
accomplishment all in itself.
It's only because I know, and I was all in on Mike Gesicki this year, and then he gave me a goose egg week 1, and then I don't like him anymore. No.
I was very in on him last year and did not do it again this year. I don't think I have him on a single team.
Jacoby Brissett's helping
my next question. Mike Gesicki just got 12 targets. 10 receptions last week, something like that. Do you think this is? I mean, once Tua comes back, I think the offense is going to change a little bit. But right now, I think Mike Gesicki is a start at tight end, right? Jeremy, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, for someone like if you're a 0 tight end team that didn't get anybody better,
he's not a top 5 option or anything like that.
No, he's a low end tight end 1 maybe. I think it's really boom or bust with him though. You know what I mean? We saw it week 1 was a goose egg, and then last week he had 12 targets. So it's tough. I just don't like Jacoby Brissett really spreading the field currently with that offense. So I feel like Gesicki just kind of gets those targets. And he's not bad. I just don't get why I don't know why they had a 0 target game in week 1, to be honest. It just didn't make sense. I don't know.
My biggest problem with Gesicki is just he doesn't, even when he's getting the targets, he doesn't do much with them. He's not a yards after catch kind of guy. Like the upside is so capped because he's a pretty grab the ball, fall down, grab the ball, fall down.
Yeah.
He's not an exciting player, and the upside is limited because of what he does after he catches it. So, I mean, yeah, if he's getting 12 targets, you can throw him in your lineup. It's fine. But the upside's not really there for me with Gesicki.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense to me. He's got all the athletic tools in the world. He should be a world beater at tight end. He just isn't.
Yeah, it's strange. Came in with a question here. Hunter Henry or Mike Gesicki? It's Mike Gesicki for me, guys.
Mike Gesicki.
Does anyone have a different opinion? JL, you too?
Me
Mike
too.
Gesicki? Yep. So do you agree he's kind of a back-end tight end 1? Are we all on the same page there?
Yeah.
At the moment.
I mean, it doesn't take much to
until
get there,
further
right?
notice. Until further notice, right? I don't think we have to talk about Mike Evans very much. He's a start. He's a start right now.
He's a start.
Scott, there aren't any R's in this puzzle.
The last puzzle.
I know.
That's when he got it. Swamp said, "Who dat? Just got home from work." He said, "Good seeing Simon. Are you excited for Burrow versus Lawrence?"
I'm excited.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh, hey, yeah, that is
revenge
exciting
game
in a way.
Yeah, it's not a revenge game. It's just gonna make the Bengals are going to have their way with the Jaguars tonight. I think it's not going to be pretty for them.
Yeah,
I think it was like a 7.5 point spread. That I don't know, but if I'm betting against the spread, I don't know. I think it could be a closer game than some people expect.
Well, we'll see. You're only because it's on Thursday night. I'm saying that's even a possibility. Weird stuff happens, but I'll be cheering for the Jaguars. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you there. Yeah, we do have office hours after. Yeah, we do, Swamp. We'll be here at 4:15 ish, and we'll be answering any questions that you guys may have.
Great question.
Hey, let's get into the exact puzzle. I mean, I'm sure JL wants to slow down the game a little bit right now.
I say we just call it. We're getting close.
I believe it's my turn.
No. We are getting into another question or another puzzle, and this is a fantasy trade. It's a fantasy trade.
These are the hardest.
Who knows? It might be a quarterback and a wide receiver, a tight end and a running back. Who knows? But it's two guys, first and last name, and they have probably similar value. It's a fantasy trade I found. So, hey, Simon. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, Simon, you are up first.
I need a question.
Ready to go? Yeah. Oh, you do? That's weird. All right. Through the first 3 weeks of the season, who has more receptions? Through the first 3 weeks of the season? Is it Justin Jefferson or is it Cortland Sutton?
That's a good question.
It's a great question.
I'll go Sutton.
I'm sorry, it is Justin Jefferson.
I knew
who
it.
has 20 receptions so far this season. Sorry, Simon. Hey, JL, what's up? You ready for your question here?
Can I take a shot?
Yes.
I have no idea.
That would be so nutso. This would be one of the more nutty ones because there's like not much context at all.
I just want to see. I want to do it for the glory. It's probably not a smart move.
Shoot your shot, man.
Naheem Hines, Mike Davis.
Oh no,
it's wrong. Damn it. Josh is never that excited in the beginning.
It is not Naeem Hines, Mike Davis, but that seems fair enough. That seems fair enough.
Worth it.
That was pretty good, JL, to find something that fit like that. But now you've
I'm
got
impressed.
me questioning everything. Because, what if it is one of those names, but just not the other?
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Who knows? Hey, but Jeremy, you are up next. You ready for your question?
Yes.
All right. Your question is a true or false question. In a PPR league, through the first 3 weeks of the season, so the entire season, is Cole Beasley a top 20 wide receiver? Or yes or no question. I changed it. Not true or false. Yes or no, is Cole Beasley a top 20 receiver?
In PPR?
Yes.
No, I think he's just outside.
He's the 27th wide receiver. He is not a top 20 receiver.
Nice job, Jeremy.
Bravo on that one. Bravo. Jeremy, what letter would you like?
R.
He's going with an R. There are two R's. There are
another
two R's. Ooh, JL feeling good again.
Okay, I got the first name.
So, Jeremy, you can buy Val, or we can move on to the next question. Hey, you could try to solve this thing,
I don't have the first. Oh, never mind. No, don't have the first name.
No,
I'm not as smart as them, apparently. Hit me with a question.
You want to know?
We're tied. We're tied. Angie got more money sitting there.
I'm just going to try and answer the 3 questions right and then bang.
All right, Jeremy. Through the first 3 weeks of the season, who has more fantasy points in a PPR league? Is it Brian Edwards or is it Henry Ruggs?
Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs is absolutely the correct answer with 41.6 fantasy points so far this season. What letter would you like?
T.
Going with a T.
There's not going to
There's
be
one
anything.
T. There's one T. You got it. Don't worry, Jeremy. You got one T there. One T so far.
Oh, wait a minute.
I got it. I think.
Jeremy,
at least the first one.
You can buy a vowel, or we can move on to the next question.
Okay, I think I have the first. It's one name and then another name, right? It's
absolutely.
Like a trade one for one.
It's a
first and last.
Yep. You're absolutely correct.
Oh, okay.
You want another question? Or you can buy a vowel. You can buy a vowel.
No, I'll take another question.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Jeremy. In a PPR league, through the first 3 weeks of the season, who has more fantasy points? Who has more fantasy points in a PPR league through the first 3 weeks of the season? Is it Ezekiel Elliott? Is it Ezekiel Elliott? Or is it David Montgomery?
Oof. Oh, shoot. Zeke had just had that big game. I think it's Zeke.
Zeke is the correct answer, Jeremy. And if you guess this letter correctly, our new rule will be implemented for the first time ever right here, right now. But a lot of pressure to guess this letter. What letter would you like,
I'm going to go with what I know, I think. Well, which I think. I'm going to go with a Y.
You're going to go with a Y?
Yeah, because I think I know what the first name is. And that's definitely in his name. And if it's not, then I don't know.
It's going with a Y, and there's no Y.
Okay, so it's not what I thought.
I'm sorry, Jeremy. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Simon.
I
know the first name now.
Give me a question. I need to get a little bit of money in here because I won't beat JL if I don't get at least one letter up there.
Do you know the puzzle?
I think I do. I think I know the puzzle. I know for sure the first name, and I have a second one that goes in there. So let's go.
All right. True or false? True or false, Simon? Melvin Gordon is a top 20 PPR running back so far this season.
Oh, God. True.
True is correct. He's the 13th overall PPR running back so far this season. Great job, Simon. What letter would you like?
S.
He's going with an S. There's two S's. There's two S's,
okay.
Simon.
I would like to solve the puzzle.
Does put $1,000. Oh, what does it say? Robert
Woods, Mike Davis.
That is absolutely correct, Simon. That is absolutely correct.
Mm.
So you got an extra $1,000 in your bank there, guys.
Wait, I should have. Oh, it's just 1,000. Damn it! I needed more letters.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I apologize for that.
I played myself.
You played yourself. We have about just over.
Shouldn't he got 1,500 though? Because he got
because it's a minimum of 1,000.
You don't get 1,000 for solving the puzzle. It's a minimum of 1,000 for solving the puzzle.
Gotcha.
And so the S has put me at 1,000. Yeah, I made that mistake. That's my bad.
I just that's okay. I realized I had one extra letter on my sheet. And that's why Robert Tunyon didn't fit.
Gotcha.
So guys, we have about 5 minutes, a little over 5 minutes. Should we do one more?
No, we should end. Let's talk about Robert Woods.
All right, we can probably fit one more in there.
I'm sorry, JL, but we're gonna do one more.
It's all right. There's always if anybody else wins, there's an asterisk on it because the game should have ended, and I will stand by that.
Well, luckily, you do get to go first, JL. This is a week 3 highlight. Another week 3 highlight. Much like the one before that Simon just spontaneously got. Get out of the chat, people. JL, you ready to go? Ready to win this?
No.
Nah?
Give me a question.
Right. I'm going to give you a question. Don't you worry. In a PPR league through the first 3 weeks of the season, who has more fantasy points so far? Who has more fantasy points through the first 3 weeks of the season? Is it James Robinson or is it Zach Moss? Robinson's absolutely correct. Being the 16th overall scoring running back so far in a PPR league. JL, what letter?
I'll take an S.
He's taking an S. One S. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take another
question.
Not
what you expected. Yeah, he wants another question. The man wants another question, and I will provide, as always. We're coming back to just week 3, all right? We're just talking about week 3, okay? You comfortable with that?
Yeah.
True or false? True or false? Nyheim Hines was the top 20 running back in week 3.
True.
That is absolutely true. Great job, JL. He's the 13th scoring running back this week. What letter would you like?
I'll take an N.
An N as in Nancy?
You know what? I'll take a T, actually.
He's going to take a T. I do No, you said T there. All right. Look, you got 2 T's right there. That's pretty solid, right?
Not where I expected 2 T's to go.
Well, there's 2 T's right there in the middle. Sorry, JL, I have to interrupt you real fast because Kathy saying JL fired.
Thanks, Mom.
Fired. All right, JL. You can buy a vowel. We can do an
buy a vowel, an A.
You're buying an A. Of course you can buy an A. There's 2 A's. There's 2 A's, JL. How's that sitting with you?
It's sitting. It's there. I will go. I'll take another question.
For some reason, I thought you were going to solve it right there. I was about to, my jaw was just about to drop. JL, if you get this correct, you're 3 questions deep, just so you know. All right. In a PPR league during week 3, we're just talking about week 3 in a PPR league. Who had more fantasy points? Who had more fantasy points just in week 3 in a PPR league? Was it Jalen Waddle or was it DJ Moore?
Had to be more.
It didn't have to be, but it was.
Okay.
So hey,
that
JL, you get this letter. You're the first person to implement our new rule for today. What letter would you like?
Shoot. I will take
Z.
I'll take
A Z.
Shoot. I'll take
or Q. Maybe a Q.
No. I'll take
a letter,
an H.
He's taking an H. And there's 1 H. Good job there. I know you're playing.
That could have been
really
a W.
That could have been
a W.
Oh.
All right, JL, can you solve the puzzle?
No.
Okay, fair enough. We're moving on to Jeremy, but hey, good for JL.
I get to bank it, right?
He is banking this money.
Creating a lead.
Just did that. All right, cool. Jeremy, we are moving on to you. You ready for your question? Unless you can solve.
No, I'm ready for a question.
All right, Jeremy. In week 3, we are just talking about week 3, all right? We are just talking about week 3. Who had more receptions in week 3? Was it Odell Beckham or was it Mike Williams?
Mike Williams.
Mike Williams is correct. He has 7 receptions to Odell Beckham's 5. Great job, Jeremy. What letter would you like?
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Pick a good one.
Is what's one that's in there?
I'd listen to Simon and go with the Z.
Nah.
I'm sorry if I'm giving anything away. Don't pick Z.
L.
You're going with L. An
yeah,
L.
It looks like I'm taking an L. Oh,
there's 1 L. You're not taking that L.
Okay.
Yeah, you're taking that L.
Okay.
Jeremy, you can buy a vowel, or we can move on to the next question.
Next question.
You're moving on to the next question? That is completely fine with me. In terms of receiving yards in week 3, who had more receiving yards? Was it Michael Pittman or was it Deebo Samuel?
Oof. This is a complete guess.
I know.
I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, I know. It was rough.
Okay.
Deebo Samuel.
I'm sorry. That was a tough one. Michael Pittman did end up with 68 receiving yards this week.
Wow.
Sorry, Jeremy. Simon, how you feeling? You're looking good.
I know the name. I know who this is about. So
well, I don't care.
There's a name in it, but
we're moving on to a question.
Yeah.
Simon, true or false? True or false? All right. Brandon Ayuk was a top 20 receiver in a PPR league in week 3.
False.
That is false. He was 25. What letter would you like?
G.
Stealing with the G. Because he has a good idea of the first
another
person's name
one.
is.
Yeah.
It's not going to help you out in that regard.
Nope.
But yeah.
Question me.
I might have made this one too tough for you guys. I don't know. All right, in week 3, who had more fantasy points? Was it Calvin Ridley or was it Cole Beasley?
Cole Beasley.
Yep. What letter?
Yep.
R. There's one R. Not going to help you out otherwise, though.
Okay, well,
Simon,
I get one more shot.
Yeah, you can buy a vowel, or we can move on to another question.
No, because buying a vowel just guarantees jail wins. I got to get it without the vowels.
All right. Well, in a PPR league, who had more fantasy points? Was it Stephon Diggs or was it Christian Kirk?
Diggs.
I'm sorry, it was Christian Kirk. I'm sorry. JL, we're coming to you. You ready for your question?
I'm ready for my question.
Unless you could solve. Again, like you could always solve, you know? You just banked some good money last round, though. You know,
I don't know. I can't solve any question.
All right, we're sticking with week 3. Who had more fantasy points in week 3? Was it Derrick Henry or was it James Robinson?
Who had more? What was the stat?
Fantasy points in a PPR league.
Derrick Henry or James Robinson. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with James Robinson.
And it would be the correct answer. The number 4 overall scoring running back this week, James Robinson. Great job, JL. What letter? I made this puzzle a little tough, maybe, huh?
I'll take a K.
You're gonna take a K?
Mm-hmm.
What? You're gonna get 3 Ks out of that? That's annoying.
He got 3 Ks out of that, guys. Look, we're sitting here. You can buy a vowel, JL. You can buy a vowel.
I'll buy a vowel. I'll buy an E.
He's gonna buy an E. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 E's.
God, you stinky butthole.
I have it.
Yeah.
Can I buy another? Can I buy another vowel?
I will allow it.
It is.
Can I buy? Can I buy an I?
Oh, you can buy an I.
Can I buy an O?
Doesn't help us.
You can buy an O.
I know what it is.
George Kittle has. What the heck? What is those words?
I am going to need to ask you another question.
Is you still available?
Yeah,
you is still available.
I'll take a you then.
All right.
Okay, because it doesn't matter. If JL solves this puzzle, he wins. Is how it's going basically.
Okay.
All right, JL. Say it. Then.
Fine. Give me another question.
All right. We are moving on to another question, and this is a season-long question in a PPR league. True or false? True or false? In a PPR league, Myles Gaskin is a top 25 running back this season. True or false? That is false. He is a 31st overall running back. What letter, JL?
I'll take a B.
A B?
Yep.
All right, you got to solve it.
I'd like to solve. George Kittle has bounce back week.
That is absolutely correct, JL. JL with his first fantasy fortune win. Let's go, JL. Jeremy, listen.
That's big mayo wrap.
You got caught up in the JL storm this week. JL had one of the highest scoring fantasy fortune weeks we have seen. Sorry, Jeremy, you did great with the questions. It just did not pan out for you.
Yeah, you know, I'm glad I witnessed history.
Witness history.
This is absolutely history. Everyone in the chat going nuts.
I saw a field goal and I saw JL win. I mean,
people are celebrating the JL win. JL finally wins. JL wins the hard way. But then JL said, boo, everybody boo the man.
It wasn't pretty, but it got the job done.
But you made it. Guys, for those of you watching who do not already follow our man Jeremy over here, make sure you guys go and follow him right now. He's on Twitter at PopesFFH. Jeremy, thank you so much for coming on today, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It was awesome. I had fun, you know. Like we said, witness history. JL wins. You know? Obviously, it's because of me. So, JL, if you ever want to win again,
I got you. I'm bringing you back on. I'll Venmo you later.
Just give me a call.
Jeremy's JL's good luck charm, you know? Look, trading makes fantasy fun. Trading does make fantasy fun. Trading is fun.
Everyone watching, if you've got some questions for us, some start-sit questions, some trade questions, anything fantasy related, or you want to know about Josh's hair care routine, come to our office hours right after this, and we'll answer any and all questions you have for us. But until then, in about 10 minutes on our YouTube and Twitch channels at Front Yard Fantasy, we are out of here. Adios, everybody.
Bye.
Love you guys.